Hello and welcome back to my channel, and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of you. It's now January the 2nd and I hope that you all had a great Christmas and a great New Year and celebrated with your family and friends and had a really good time. I know I had. So, it's now 2026, as I said, January the 2nd, and I haven't decided what I want to do in this first video for this year. I have been thinking a little bit about what I wanted to do in this first video, so maybe I will work on some whips so I can get some of them out of the way and start fresh. I do have quite a lot of whips, so that would be a good idea for me to start working on them in the beginning of this year, so then I can just start new projects later on. So I think I might work on some projects that I have to finish. And first I think I will need to clean up a little bit here at the office, and then we will see what I will pick to work on. So let's do that. So welcome again to this new year of crocheting. So this is how my office look at the moment, and I think I need to, you can see I have some ongoing projects, I have yarn laying around and just stuff like everywhere. So I will start to clean this up a little bit, and then I will choose something from my ongoing projects really to work on and try to get finished, so we can get the pile with whips lower. Oops. Shovel the snow. I think you can hear him outside. The shovel that he uses actually is something I inherited from my grandma when she passed away last year. So it really will get to good use now when we have the snow that we woke up to today. So I have now cleaned the office up a little bit, and I decided that I will work on my whips. So this will be a frog or finish video part 2, because I have done one before. So I will simply work on projects that I am working on and that is laying around, so I can get some of them done, because I don't feel like I want to start any other new projects before I have at least some of the old one done. And in this bag I actually have, oops, what was that? In this bag I have this beanie that I actually started this Christmas, and it is not done because I had to wait for new knitting needles. I didn't have the size that I needed, and I wanted to I wanted to test to knit this beanie with 2 threads and see how thick the beanie will get, because I think when you knit beanies and you're just using 1 thread, it gets a little bit thin, really. So now I am trying with 2, and I don't have a pattern for this. I just knit 2, purl 2 the entire beanie, and then when I think it has the right length, I will like fasten off or something like that. So this is just a test for a beanie, and I think that I will start to work on this and hopefully get this done today, so I can get rid of this bag with this beanie. That would be nice. So we will work on that, and I will put on some vlogs and to look at the same time, and then hopefully we get, I don't have a stitch marker that is big enough for my needles, so I just took a little bit of thread and did this little circle here. So I put on so I know where the start is. So we will work on this, I think, for a little bit at least, and then I think I will go down to the basement and see what other projects I have downstairs, and at least pick some, maybe some easier projects that I can finish, so we can get some projects done in this video. But for now we will keep working on this beanie and look at some vlogs maybe. Hopefully there are some vlogs out that I can look at. I know that many people that do vlogs, knitting or crocheting vlogs, also take a break, of course, during Christmas and New Year, and that is totally fine. Boring for us, but totally fine. They need to have some days off too. So I will see if I can find something and then keep working on my beanie. So we are getting there, I think. I like to have the brim quite wide. Personally, I like that. But it is a few rows left to do, I think. Inside here it feels pretty warm actually, but we will do a few more rows on this one before we start to decrease and finish this off. So this is how it looks right now. And I only doing, I knit 2, purl 2. That's the only thing I do. I think I had 60 stitches on this one. So I will just continue working on it until it's done. I actually think this looks quite nice. I have done 2 rounds of decrease. So now I will weave in those ends. And this beanie is done. I have actually left those threads inside when I fasten off the yarn on the top of head, because I haven't decided if I want a pom-pom here. And if I want a pom-pom, I usually sew on a button here where I can attach my pom-pom. So I will leave these for now, and we will see if there will be a pom-pom or if I will just have it as it is. So where did I fasten off? So this is, it looks really orange in this light, but it is not. This is how it looks. I like that the brim are quite wide, because then you have double layers over your ears, and that's what I want. So this is how it turned out, but it's not as bright orange as I can see it looks in the camera. It's more like a rusty red color. I will show you tomorrow when we have daylight again. It's so dark outside now, so it's hard to show you, but first thing or first project is done. This is how it looks on the top of the head. I hope it will show in the camera, but I think it looks okay, really. It looks really, really okay. I'm happy with that. So this one is done, and I actually think that I might be able to do another one with the leftovers, but I think that I will use this yarn for a neck warmer, so it will be kind of a set with the beanie and the neck warmer. But we will not start on that now, because we will finish up other projects first. And I actually think I do have here in my cart, is that how you say it? I do have a neck warmer that I started also before Christmas, and I also think I have another one downstairs, so maybe I will bring up that too. And I think that I will finish this one and get the one from downstairs and finish that neck warmer too. But we will start with this one that I have here, and I also need my pattern. So let's work on this neck warmer, bring up the other one and do that one too. We'll see how much I will get done tonight. Yes, let's start there. Let's start there, so we can have some projects done, really, and out of the way. I think I will have this one. So we do this one, really. The yarn is a little bit dark, so I could have some problem to see what I'm doing, but we will try. I will try to see if we can get this done. So, the neck warmer is done. So I think now I will try to find my other bag that I know I will have somewhere with at least another one of these that is not done. And I think I will find that one and actually make that one too. So we have another one less project in our whip stash, really. So now we have made this one and we made the beanie. So let's find my bag with the other neck warmers. So I actually found my bag, and it turns out that I actually have two neck warmers in this bag that I just need to sew in the ends. So I will do that. And then we have a lot of stuff in this bag, really. Let's see. We have this, and what is this? What is, okay, leftover yarn in that one. But we also do have this one, and this one is not done, so we will do this one too, so that we can oops, oh my gosh. So this is the yarn. It's very funny because sometimes one skein is enough for my neck warmers, but sometimes I do need a little bit more from another skein, and sometimes I get this much over. So I feel like it's really not the same length in the yarn skeins. Maybe it is, I don't know, but it doesn't feel like that because I really use the same hook and the same size, just as many stitches. I do the same on everyone. I will just roll this up to a little yarn ball because it's easier to store that way. Now I don't know where I have the label for this one. I will see if I can find it later. Really? So this is what is left from that skein. So I will use this for something else later on because it's enough to use for something, really. So what did I say? I have this one that's not done. Let's see. This is actually time to sew together like this. So I only have the this part left actually on that one, but I will start to weave in my ends on these two. so we can get them out of the way. That would be nice, really. So let's do that. So the ends are woven in on the pink one too. Let's weave in on this green one also. The green one is done. I really didn't have much to do on the pink one and green one. There were only a few ends to weave in, but at least that's done and it's out of the way and they are totally done. The gray one is done. So let's start work on this brownish one. I actually saw some beanies downstairs. Nej. I have some beanies downstairs that I also need to finish. Some of them are just ends to weave in, and some of them I think is a little bit more to do on. Maybe, I don't know yet. I will start to work on this too when this is done, so we can get all the beanies and neck warmers and so on out of the way. I do have some bigger projects too. Let's see, where am I? Here. Am I in this one? What was I saying? I do have some big projects too that I also need to start work on. But you know, that is like blankets and hexagon cardigans and things like that. So I think I need to go through what I have and choose one big project at the time to work on later, so I can get them out of the way too. But it is a little bit funnier with smaller projects because it goes faster. So let's work on this now. Hello. I didn't vlog much today, but yesterday I think I was done with these yesterday. So I think I only worked on these yesterday, and I actually finishing up these two and weaved in all the ends and so that they are totally finished. And then I did this one. I had to crochet like this border or whatever you call it. So I did that and I weaved in all the ends on this one. So now all of these are out of the way. These two I did the day before, and they are done. So it is at least 5 projects that are gone from my whip bags, and that feels really nice. So now what to do next? I actually took up this bag from the basement, and in this bag, if you watch my frog or finish vlog part 1, I think I showed you all of these beanies that I had in my whip bags. So I think I'm not really into them right now. I don't know why, but they have been here for a couple of months really. So I really need to take care of all of these beanies so I can get them out of the way and to be done. So I think I will put down these things that are finished now in this bag, and then I think I will start at least to weave in ends on the beanies that I can weave in ends. And I have been making a couple of different sizes. You can see it here that they are different in size, and I'm actually when these are finished, I will actually try to I don't know how you say it, but I will do some changes on these beanies and see if I think that they will get better for me, because even if it's not my pattern and if I use another person's pattern, I use a different yarn than she does, and that sometimes makes a lot of difference really. So even if I like the pattern and the pattern is really good, I have to modify it a little bit to fit my yarn actually a little bit better, I think. And then I think I also want this brim a little wider, because I like the brim to be quite wide. But I think that I took up another bag. I have this yarn, and I started this hexagon cardigan with this green yarn, but I don't know if I want to make a cardigan with this yarn. I haven't decided yet, because this yarn is really thick, so I don't know if I think that the cardigan will get too thick with this yarn, because if I take a bigger hook, these gaps or holes, because it is granny stitch, will be even bigger, and I don't think I want the holes here to be too big either. So I will think about this one, if I will frog this one really, and then maybe do something else with this yarn. Maybe I will do a blanket or something instead. So I will think about this one, and meanwhile I will work on the hats, and I will start weaving in ends and do what I can for now. Really, I think I had one here that's not finished, and the yarn has become a mess, so maybe I will try to roll this thing to a ball before I keep going, because I think I have a little bit left to do on this one, so this will be the last one that I will work on actually. I will finish up the one that's at least to do on, really, so we can get them out of the way as much as possible. So let's start with that today, or tonight I must say, because I haven't vlogged all day and it's late in the evening right now. I can actually see here that I also have this. Will only need a pom-pom and a button inside. So I think I will have to go through to see what I have to do on them. But since the clock is already so much, this is what I will do. And I will also put on a vlog. So let's see what we have left to do on these ones. Maybe I will need to get down and get some pom-poms and buttons, because I can see here that some of these only need buttons. So, oops, I think I will go down to find that. This needs a pom-pom. This only needs a pom-pom. Why do I leave stuff that is almost done? And there is so little left to do on them. And they have been lying here for months. It's quite stupid, really. So I will weave in this and this end, and we will get some pom-poms, I think. So I rolled this yarn to a ball, but the bad thing is that I don't remember what crochet hook size I used for these. So I will see if I can find, if I have written that down somewhere. I hope I have, so I can finish this last beanie. I have done all the other beanies, so it's only left to put on a pom-pom. Well, I will sew on a button inside and then I will attach the pom-pom with that. But I think I will get the pom-poms tomorrow because the pom-poms are in our bedroom and my partner is now asleep, so I can't go inside there and just looking around, you know. It will be too much noise, I think. So I think I will try to keep working on these beanies tomorrow. Hello. I didn't film anything yesterday when we went to my son. It was just a busy day with the family and helping my son take down Christmas, and we were out eating and you know, all that kind of stuff. My mother and my daughter was also with us and we just had a great day, really. So, but today I will continue to work on these beanies. I think that I, in the last clip, weaved in all the threads and so on in these beanies. So I went down the basement because now I need to put pom-poms on those hats, and I went down the basement and picked up my buttons that I have. I also have a little jar with things from my grandma that I saved from her when she passed. So maybe I can find something in this. But I will go through my jars here and see if I can find buttons for these hats, because I will sew a button onto the hat inside so I can attach the pom-pom. And when you want to wash it, you can just take the pom-pom off, so you won't destroy that. Wash the beanie and then put the pom-pom on again if you want to. And if you don't like to have pom-poms on your beanies, you can just take it off and don't use it. So you have an option there, because everyone like different. So, but I put on the pom-poms, and if they want, they can just take it off if they don't like it or like to have pom-poms on their beanies. So first thing is to find buttons. I also grabbed my pom-poms, so we will see what we match with the beanies. I think this is just blue ones. And I will go through these jars of beanies. I think I have in the past, many years ago, I bought, I think it has been from thrift stores, really. And they sometimes use like a bag with green buttons, a bag with like pink buttons and so on. So I have a bag here with green buttons and yellow maybe. We also have with peach color and pink color, and then we have this with all kinds of colors. So I will see if I can find matching buttons for my beanies, and then we will sew them on the beanies. So let's do that. And I think I also will put on something on my computer and look at some blogs at the same time. So we will do that right now.
My way down to Westwoods and Maryland. I think that going to 3 stores in slightly different areas will really help us to maximize the home decor finds. And I'll also get to show you all stores that I haven't brought y'all along to before. So I think that that'll be really fun. But we got a lot of thrifting to do. So let's get to it. Starting off at spot number 1. The furniture section looks so full. This is so quickly up. She really likes to do a pink kitchen, and this would just be perfect. This trim bookend would be the perfect addition to a little boy's room. I'm definitely gonna have to send this back to my friend that is currently working on her nursery. I have not bought a frame at a retail store since maybe
this is the button.
5 years ago. Pretty much every frame in my apartment has come from a Goodwill location here. This framed watercolor.
So now we only need to get a pom-pom for it. Let's see what color to use. I think we will just have the regular one, I think. Maybe this will look nicer. Really? So now they look a little bit better when you use your blow dryer to like fix them. And now we will just see if I have, maybe I can use this thread. See if we can put them on the beanies. So I just take a thread and then I do this. Let's see. Here, right. I don't know if you can see it, I hope so, but I just pull this through and then I attach it around this button here, like this. Take away the thread and the pom-pom is on my beanie. So as you can see, it's very easy to take it off if you don't want it. So I don't know if you can see, it's very light, but first beanie of all of those that has been lying here for like months is done. And I think it looks nice, really, like this. I really do like this pattern. The only thing that I think is a little bit too much is when you sew the hat together, it is a little bit too wrinkly, but it looks better when you have it on you. So first beanie done, and let's go to the next one. So I will put them on the floor. So next one. Second beanie done. So I think this will be nice. I can show you. I can show you on my doll how they look. Really? This is how it looks. I think it looks really nice. I really like these hats, I must say. They look nice. I really like the pattern. I think I don't remember who did this pattern, but I will link it in the description down below if you want to do these beanies, because this is a free pattern from a YouTube video that I have made. So let's continue with the other ones. So hello again, it is the next day again. I had a friend that stopped by yesterday and she was here for like 5 hours or so. So I didn't get anything else done yesterday, unfortunately. And today my thought was that I would start filming when it was light outside. Didn't happen either because my son stopped by and he was here for a bit, and then I went out and did some thrifting today, and then it was dark. So I am still not finished with, I really don't know if I showed you this yesterday, but these ones I got done, and it wasn't really much, as you know, to put on the pom-poms and so on. I have now 2 beanies left to do before they all are done, and it has been really hard for me to film this vlog because I get interrupted all the time by family members and friends and just life. So it has taken me a couple of days to film this, and I'm still not done with the things that I had planned to finish. I now have this beanie left to put, what is this? Okay. I have this beanie left to put a pom-pom on, and then I also had this beanie that I need to do some crocheting on, and I didn't know what crochet hook I used. I still don't know, so I will try to find my old notes somewhere. I don't really know where I am having that paper. And then I also, I think I did at least talk about this cardigan that I didn't really decided if I wanted to frog or keep, but I think I will frog this one because I love this green color on this yarn, but as I said, I think it will be really thick, and what I can do is to try again with an even bigger hook and see if it gets a little bit like what do I say, looser, or you know, flowy, but I don't know. It took some time to do this, but I actually think that I will frog that, and then we can decide some other time what I want to do with this yarn. Really, I think that is what I am going to do. So frog it. I think we start today to frog this one. I really do like the color of this yarn, but this yarn is a little bit thicker than yarn that I usually work with. Like this yarn that I do on my beanies are a little bit thinner than this one. But let's do this and get this out of the way, so I can at least get something done in this video. That has taken me more days than I originally had planned for, really. But that's the way life is. So I do have some things in mind that I would like to try to make this year. I don't know if I maybe should do a video of my goals maybe for this year. I don't really have goals, but I have things that I hope to achieve during the year, even if it's not the end of the world if I don't get to do them. Because if I don't do them this year, I will save it for the year after and the year after that, and then maybe I have new goals and other things I want to do. But I really do like so many things that I see patterns on, but everything, I don't know if I'm from Sweden, as some of you know if you have been following me, would not be so popular to buy or use here, even if it's really fun to make the stuff, like, you know, like bucket hats. I don't see people use that, but they are really fun to make. But I think it's no idea to make them if they will just be lying here. And even if I give them away, I don't think that people will use them actually. And then I want to use the yarn for other things that will be used. But it's hard to know what people would like to have or what people like to use when it comes to homemade crochet things, clothes, bags, wearable, like mittens, beanies, I don't know, blankets are always usable, but it's a really big project, so you really can't sell them. Then you will have to do them and give them away, and I will just do that, I think, to family and friends. So maybe I need to do a list of things that I think that people here would like where I live. You know, I don't have a business, so I don't need to like sell anything or so. I do this as a hobby, and even more now when I am unemployed, because now I have like more time, or not, because I meet up with people all the time and help people out with other things, but you know what I mean. So I think I really need to think about that, because I also don't want to do a lot of stuff all the time just because I think it's fun, and then it will just lay here. That's really unnecessary too. Maybe I can, you know, if I see it not. Maybe I can give them away to like what do you call it in English, like help organizations maybe, in the end, of course. But I don't want to throw it away. I can't use everything myself because it is too much. I do have some neck warmers and beanies and so on that I made myself that I use, but you know, I don't need like 40 of them. So this was the last, and this is how my skein looks now. But this is one more burden of my chest, because I don't have this laying around and not getting finished. Now it's only a yarn skein again. That's good. So the yarn will go down to the basement again, where it should be. Now that that is done, I need to figure out what crochet hook I used, and maybe I think I need to find the pattern too, because I don't really remember how I did this. I will search where I have the pattern, and I will see you later on. Hopefully I will get this done today. We'll see. I did find my book, and I have the hook that I need, so I can now work on this beanie and finish this one too. So I will work on this beanie, and then we have this one and this one to put on a pom-pom. And then we are done with all of these beanies. So that is what I will be doing now, just to get this out of the way, really. So I have put on a vlog. I made myself a smoothie. Really nice. So I will put on the vlog and work on the beanie. It's not much left, so I don't think that will take too long really. But it's nice to have it out of the way. So let's do that.
Shopping with me today, and I hope you're just as excited as I am. Another thing I'm excited about is we are launching our craft kits today. That's right, you guys. They will be available to purchase today. You only have a limited amount.
So I think at least I got a couple of my whips out of the way, even if it was very little to do on them. It feels great, really. So we have this beanie. I will show you all the ones that I did finish. This one, this one, this one, this one. This was the last one that I had to crochet a little bit on. The pink one. I really hope you can see them. So, and this, and this. And then if I remember correctly, we did these neck warmers in the beginning. of the video. Also just some, I think I only weaved in ends and I did crochet this one finish. I finished crochet this one, I think. The other ones, if I remember, because it was a couple of days ago now for me. I only weaved in ends and so on. But we did this dark gray, we did this green, this brownish one, and the pink one. So I have actually got 4 neck warmers and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 of my beanies done. It is actually 12 items, and that feels really great to have off my whip bags and my whip stash. So this is all I have done for this video, and even if it is only some whips, and we frogged one thing, actually frogged the green cardigan that I felt like was going to be too thick really. So we frogged one object and we finished 12. So at least I have 13 projects out of my way now, and that feels really good. So I hope you enjoyed this frog or finish video part 2. So stay tuned for part 3 whenever that will be. And if you want to, please subscribe and like this video. It doesn't cost anything and it helps me a lot. So I hope I will see you next time. Bye bye!